We do want to bring back to News Nation now East Palestine residents Rick and Tammy Chai. Rick and Tammy, I know so many of our viewers were touched by your resilience and your candor. Thank you both for being here again.
Thanks for having us.
Rick, I want to start with you. We are 7 months out from this now. At this point, do you have any hope left?
Hope is fading. You know, the old carrot and the stick. Every once in a while, you need a bite of the carrot. I've showed horrible contamination in the creeks for 6-7 months now, and not a thing happens. In fact, the opposite happens. I believe the EPA covers things up. They say there's no chemicals in the creek. I hold the newspaper where they're quoted that. I walk through the creek and show all the chemicals. I don't know what's going on here. I have film of children playing in the creek. And I just got test results back that I took myself because I'm tired of all this to an EPA certified lab. Our creeks are full of benzene. That is a class 1 carcinogen. You don't want it on your skin. You don't want to ingest it. You don't want to inhale it. I don't know what President Biden is doing. I don't know what the EPA is doing or not doing here. Everybody out there in America, this is the biggest cover-up.
Yes.
I mean, biggest cover-up, I hear you. Are you saying, Rick, on no uncertain terms, you feel the EPA is lying?
Absolutely. I feel they are lying. I could take the EPA down and I could give them a stick. I could take a stick and hit that creek and show them the chemicals. They said there's no evidence of chemicals in Leslie Run. I'm sickened. This is America. It's disgusting.
It is.
Yeah, I can hear the frustration in your voice.
Yeah.
And, you know, Tammy, I know you told our team that the security hired by the EPA in Norfolk Southern, you say that they're treating you like criminals. Can you tell us what happened when your husband was just trying to film the creek?
Well, he was down there just poking a stick, and it's public property, and he has his mask on, and he has his, all of his gear to protect himself. And the people that these folks hired, they have a giant pump to drain the creeks. So they did drain the creek, and they confronted my husband, and the next thing you know, the police came. The first time, I think the police weren't very nice, but the second and third time, they're like, what's going on here? All you're doing is taking film and poking your stick in.
That's not the EPA hiring. That's Norfolk Southern hiring those companies.
Yeah.
And the one person was saying, hey, I'm not pro or anti-Norfolk. We're here for the health of the community. And I said, you see these chemicals? And he shakes his head, yeah, I see them. And I said, well, why are you calling the police instead of calling a toxicologist in your company and saying, hey, look what these guys are showing me?
That's right.
It's just ridiculous here.
And especially now that
Rick,
we've learned it's benzene.
Rick, I appreciate that clarification as well. And I know you say things are far from over. Very quickly, you say that there was just another fish kill a couple weeks ago. What did you see?
So the day before, I was knocking chemicals out from under the bridge, and I said, when they do knock this bridge down, they're going to release a lot of chemicals. The next day, I noticed they toppled the bridge down. We went down to film. Chemicals everywhere, dead fish, crayfish, everything in that stretch of creek was dead. The EPA came down that night. That morning, all the fish were gone. They said there's no evidence of chemicals. They didn't smell anything, therefore they didn't do any testing. I don't know when the EPA uses a sense of smell as a standardized test. And so I took that newspaper, me and Randy DeHaven, a friend of mine, we took that newspaper and filmed as we're showing all the chemicals in the creek after the fish kill. After the EPA said there's no evidence of chemicals. I'm just confused here. I don't know what's going on.
Tammy, can I ask, what is your response to President Biden saying that he hasn't had the occasion to go to East Palestine?
Well, it's 212 days, I believe, since the derailment, and 184 or 5 since he said he would come here. 185 days. The month of August, he was in the White House one day, and he was 8 days spending on the road doing other things. And then the rest of the time he was at his homes in Rehoboth and Wilmington and Lake Tahoe, relaxing and having family time. That is reprehensible. He should have been here. He should be helping these people. And he should learn how to say the name of the town. It's East Palestine, not Stein.
And East Palestine Off the Rails, our Facebook group, if anybody wants to join and see what's going on here.
Yes.
Yeah, Rick and Tammy Chai, I know the last time I spoke with you, I told you that I know what happens after these disasters. The spotlights fade and media leaves. And I just really appreciate you joining us again and keeping us posted on everything that you're experiencing. And I know you are fighting for your town.
And sorry if we sound angrier. We're not angry people, but this is just making us be like that.
Yeah.
I know. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha.